Namaste. Thanks for your patience, everyone. Welcome. Lovely to see you all chatting away here. Welcome, excuse me, welcome back to another edition of Name That Deck. For those of you that are new to my channel, my name is Sadhana. I'm an intuitive reader and teacher, tarot teacher. I am in the process of drastically thinning out my tarot and oracle library. And I decided that I was going to play this game as part of my culling process. And this is the final episode for now. All of my inventory has been accounted for, photographed, listed, priced, and all of that. So let's have some fun today. And if you're not aware of the rules, I'm going to put a deck, and these are all indie oracles. I'm going to put a deck into the screen over here. And the first person to put the name of the deck into the chat gets a point. And the person with the most points at the end of the broadcast will win a deck. And there are probably about 10 decks you will have to choose from the ones I've decided that I'm not going to keep. Okay. Yeah. So welcome all the regulars here. I will just start putting cards into. Now, some of these decks that I'm showing today, let's zoom in a little bit, are the indie version of a deck that is now available mass market. And I suppose that's a pretty big clue. I am selling this one if you are interested, and I have my list already, and that'll go underneath as soon as I'm done. Yeah, and I've already put some of these decks up on Facebook today. So this was a favorite very early in my journey, and I totally forgot that I still had this. It's a really beautiful deck. So let me scroll on up and say hi to everybody because it's lovely that you're here. So Donna first in the door, and Saskia, welcome. Dee, namaste to all of you. Tina, so nice to have you here. That one's a pretty color. Oh, and you've been checking out Tarot of the Vampires. Yeah, a lot of people. We were talking about that last time I was on, and Donna, 1 point for you. Yes, it is the Sacred Creators Oracle. And if you are interested, this is the large guidebook that came with the indie version of the deck. And yeah, I have all the bits and pieces. So, and I'm not sure what the, this one is edged in matte gold. I have no idea what the mass market version looks like. Hi, Helen. Welcome. Helen was the winner of our first show. And Helen, I will be doing your reading this weekend. I'm sorry, I have not gotten to it yet. Oh, okay. Lots of decks on the desk. Okay. You ready? Here we go. This is a really beautiful deck. It has a, I will say, coordinating tarot that goes with it. This deck is, hi Casey, welcome. For those of you that love books and just the idea of libraries and literature, this is such a gorgeous a gorgeous deck. Very different production than the tarot. The tarot is glossy, and this one is matte and luscious and has the most delicious box. Honestly, I think this deck, it's all about the box. And I'm assuming that it's still published this way. There also is a novel that goes with this deck, and I haven't read the novel. I've read bits and pieces of it when I first got it, but the creator of this deck has really gone to lengths. Yes, Sharon, welcome to you. Namaste. Sharon, for those of you that don't know, is Trio of Witches. I'm just writing that down in case I get mixed up. So yeah, so if you've never seen this oracle, I'm sure that it has won prizes for the best box. If not, and I know, Donna, it's so funny, last week I was talking about the box and how you said that you just were, I forget what words you used, but you said boxes were not your thing. Wow. So, okay. This one is out of print. It is still one of my favorites. One of my all-time favorites. I started a advent calendar this morning. And if you didn't get a notification, I am going to be on YouTube at 8 a.m. every day through December 24th. And I'm doing offering another prize as part of my Advent calendar. I'm on for 15 to maximum 30 minutes every morning, doing very quick reading, word of inspiration, sharing with you a tarot favorite and another favorite, and a little piece of tarot advice. Oh, I think Sharon got it again. Gorgeous box. Helen is from Estonia, right? Okay, so Sharon gets it. This is the Connected and Free. This particular oracle is out of Australia. I don't think it is available anymore. I know it's really beautiful. I think far and exceeded her tarot. That is for sure. Okay. This beautiful deck is all landscape paintings. And I am no longer using this one, so I am releasing this along with the gorgeous journal. And I did write on 2 pages in the journal, a tarot heathen. Yeah. Sharon, that is, I suppose that's close enough. I will give it to you. Yeah. Okay. So 3 points for Sharon. It's called A Deck for Wonder Walking. There we go. You've got the full name. This is a lovely, it's rose petal finish. It is a really high quality production. And it is just also Tarot Heathen, You Can Look Away. Another absolutely stunning box. Okay, and do I have the journal handy? Yes, I do. This is a very expensive, and it's presently out of print. I did a video on this, sharing the journal, and this deck does have some themes to it. Now, there are 2 pages in this journal. I started writing in a separate book, but there is 1 page here and there. So 2 pages I have written in this journal. I believe the rest is clean and clear because I decided to use a separate book instead of mucking up this gorgeous book. Not that I was planning on selling it at the time, but yeah. And so you could easily put a sticker over those, a white sticker over those 2 pages. It's just gorgeous. But what I wanted to show you was the page with the suits. Where is it? Oh. Oh, well. Anyway, this is not about sharing. It's really beautiful. Sharon has most so far. Okay. All right. Let's go on. Let's go on. I need to move that up so I can see. Oh my goodness, Sharon got it right away. Holy cow, 4 points for Sharon. This is the Earthbound Oracle. This is Andy Schwartz's work. And I have the Lenormand, the Tarot, and the Oracle, and I am selling them as a set. So, yeah, they are very odd, wacky, and kind of wonderful. Yeah. Okay. Now, this one you'll have to get right because I know that the full title, please, and thank you. This deck is also part of a series, and this is not journey. Journey is not the right word. There is another, it's another part of the title. Honestly, I think the Oracle in this series is one of the highlights of this series of 3 decks in the Sacred Bee series by Kelly Burton. She did something really special with this Oracle. And so Journey of the Sacred Bee is close. And Sharon got it right. It is Wisdom of the Sacred Bee. And yeah. And so I very much still use, these are the beautiful backs and edges. Another lovely clamshell box. Yeah, I still use those a lot. And so I guess that's part of my criteria. Now, this one you probably might, I'm not letting Sacred Bee go. No, I'm keeping all 3 of them for now. This one I would consider releasing because I have 2 of her decks and I use the other one a lot. This is gorgeous. I don't have the other one on my table. It is in, wow, Sharon, you are so fast. Sharon is correct. The Soul Trees decks have gone through a few iterations, and the quality was really, really high. And actually, I love this deck. I'm not sure that I will let this go. Anyway, another point for Sharon. Somebody's going to have to step up fast because Sharon has 6 points. Helen is a fan. Yes. And so if you don't know this work, this is the work of, see if I get her name there, Allison Williams Yee. And she has quite a few decks and they are all gorgeous. All of them. Hi, Liz. Welcome. Welcome to you. All right. Ready? This one's a little bit smaller. It's more like Lenormand size. This is still available. And this creator, this is one of my very early Oracle decks. I can't remember where I saw this, and I thought, wow, this is This is right up my line. Yes, Liz. 1 point for Liz. West Star Tarot. Yeah. Sharon Basanti is the creator, and she has some lovely, lovely offerings on her website. Yeah. So I will be holding on to Seeds of Shakti. All right. Now, I don't know if I'm going to show you all of these, but here we go. This is also a series of decks, and I have an abundance of them. And I am releasing all of them, and they are all out of print. And D, you can laugh about this one because this is the card we were talking about the other day. This is actually, you know what? Maybe I should keep this one and sell the other ones. The tardigrade card. Sharon is close. Close. Not exactly, but close. These are really interesting decks. I'll show you a couple cards from each of them. Yes, Sharon, 7 points. My goodness. So this lovely series of decks is printed on, well, I call it washi paper, right? It's on watercolor paper, really high quality production. There are no other decks I have that shuffle like this. I really should keep one of them. They are just gorgeous. Okay, so, and I have done videos on all of these. And I love them, but I don't need to keep them. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. Oh, you got her decks because of me. All right, so here, this is another series, same creator. I'm not going to show you all of them. But this is my second favorite. And the animals are just gorgeous. The other thing about, so in this deck, we have a oracular message. We have suits as well, too. Sharon, that is close. Sharon, that is very close. This is my favorite card. The bee. Love the bee. And if anyone is interested, I have the junior deck still. I didn't sell them. And the junior decks don't come in a box, and there is no message on the back, but you get the same, not the same, similar, beautiful artwork. Yes, Sharon. Okay. So this one is called Fauna Inspiration. They really are. It really is a masterpiece series. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful decks. And the third one is called Flora. What's it called? Flora Healing. Okay. Now, this isn't, I can't remember how in the world this came into my hands. This is now out of print. And there was something really haunting. And there are no keywords on it. Nothing. I don't have a guidebook. I saw actually on Amazon the artist Naya. Yes, Sharon. Oh my God. Sharon. The artist has created there's a book on Amazon. I was surprised to see, and honestly, I haven't really worked with this, but it is, it's just so haunting. I don't know what to say about this. And I can't remember where I saw it. And yes, that is the Intuition edition. So does that mean that the edition that was not the Intuition edition had keywords on it? That would make sense, right? So yeah, so this is Tattered Wings. And I don't think I will be keeping Tattered Wings. I have many. Gosh, it's almost embarrassing, isn't it? Okay, now this one, well, there's no point in selling this one, but this was so much fun. I did a, what do you want to call it? I did a series. I did a series on my Facebook page, Facebook group, and I really, really enjoyed this series. I don't think I did it on YouTube. And we looked in, and I really enjoyed nerding out on researching the element, finding the correspondence or understanding the correspondence. It is not the Supra Oracle, no. Yeah, it was really fun. And I always liked the periodic table, you know? How in the world are you seeing these? Your answer appeared before the first card appeared on my screen. Yes, it is Materia Prima. Okay, so obviously Sharon has very fast internet. Casey says she had the periodic table memorized in high school. And I think, wasn't there like a song or something to go with the periodic table? If you are a science nerd and you don't have this deck, it's really, really fun. I wrote all over the guidebook trying to build correspondences and figure out sort of how the suits were working in the deck, if you want to call them like the parts of the periodic table. It was really fun. Really, really fun. Okay. I think this one is out of print. This would make a lovely gift for just the right person. And I had another one of her decks, and I recently sold it as well too. Now, you don't recall a song? You know, like there's the alphabet song. Well, I'm pretty sure there's the periodic table song too. Sharon doesn't know this one. Okay, so somebody else has an opportunity to get a point here. There's a couple of cards in this deck that I would scan and just keep. I think they're really stunning. Yeah, Liz, you remember a song? Yeah, it's this is lovely, lovely production. It's all matte gilding. D. Oh, there was a comedy song by Tom Lehrer. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so nobody's going to get this one. Okay, I guess I'll show you. I'll show you the box. It's right here. All right, so this one is called Personal Power. It's by Deja Osborne, and her website is Deja Druid. And these are, what's smaller, poker size or bridge size? They're poker size. Okay. Beautiful. We're gonna have a shadow over. Ooh, these are the minis. These are the minis of those cards I showed you earlier. We'll just put that one there. Okay. Oh my God, there's just so much going on here. All right. Now, this is, okay, see you soon, Casey. I never pull this out. And this is so special. The deck now is mass market. And this is the original version. These are enormous. Enormous. Okay, so that's a tarot card. These are extra large oracle size cards. Yes, Sharon, you get the point. Sharon has 11 points. Yeah, I will be listing this one. Again, I'm not using it. It's too beautiful. Somebody needs to use this. There's no point in keeping it in my cabinet. Yes. And I also have the version from, and I don't, so before it went mass market, it was on Make Playing Cards or Printer Studio or Game Crafter or something like that. And I did use these ones for quite a while. And so I have it in tarot size as well. And I will list those. But you can get it mass market now. So there you go. All right. Ooh, Sharon you have both of them. Okay. So if you have the Make Playing Cards, why would you buy the mass market? I shouldn't ask. That's a silly question because that's something I would do. Okay. Okay. Now, I think I edged these. I don't think they were antique edged. These are the backs. And these are also out of print. This is 3 sets all together. It is Oracle of Oddities. Sharon, you are on a roll. This is Oracle of Oddities 1, 2, and 3 by Claire Goodchild. And they came in these little tiny boxes. And it took me forever to collect them. And I did. I used them in my... I had fun with them in my Reiki training, and but yeah, I'm not keeping them. Okay. So, Sharon, I think I missed you a point for that one. Not that you need another point. Okay, so that's 12. And if I just said that's 11, let me know and I'll take 1 point off. Okay. This is also out of print, and it's not going to be published again. And I know this happens with her decks sometimes. And I am releasing this along with the pouch, of course, and the guidebook. I believe it all came together. Oh my God. Sharon. Yeah. It's amazing. And the guidebook. Oh my God, it is such a good guidebook, and it's also fantastic. Like the quality of the binding and the amount of information for each card is really something. Like this is a if this is something you would use, it would be a great investment. Yeah. Okay. So none of these out of print decks are going to be listed for cheap because, as you know, I'm funding my next big project, which is a year of Tarot de Marseille. And my Tarot de Marseille collection is rather slim. So that's part of this motivation for this huge library cleanup. Now, I think this deck comes in a few versions. I'm not keeping this one either. This is the rose petal finish version. It is tarot size. It is gorgeous. I also have a cloth pouch that came with it. I will show you. Sharon, you are so fast. Wow. Okay. I'll show you the cloth pouch. This is the cloth pouch that I got with it. It's beautiful. Yeah. So that is Roots and Wings. So you have some sort of amazing internet connection called Google Fiber. Is this what I'm understanding here? Okay. I don't know if he still has them, but Patrick Valenza owns and printed for sale copies of 3 different. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I did see those. I saw that. Yes. All right. Now, this one might slow you down. It might slow all of you down. But then never put anything past Sharon. Honest to God, I have no, you know how sometimes you say like don't drunk dial. I have a feeling this was a few glasses of wine scrolling through Etsy purchase, because when this arrived, I really honestly didn't remember ordering it. This is a small circular deck. And let me show you a card up close. So there is a keyword on the bottom, a beautiful mandala. And so that one says 11 world moon. This one says 13 blue moon. Crane moon, deep wisdom. Hibernation, cold moon. And there are a lot of cards. Yeah. Anybody know this one? Oh, look at this one. That's beautiful. That's the Nurturer, Cancer. Last quarter release. Let's see what else we have here. Waxing Gibbous, Surrender. I should probably keep this. Leo, the Hero. Sagittarius, the Explorer. Okay. Sharon had it saved. I'm looking forward Yes, it is Spirit of the Moon. You are correct. Miss Sharon for the win. This is quite extraordinary. Okay. This one is still available. And I've also, on my list, I've put links for all of these decks in case any of them are, this one's quite slippery. I almost dropped them all on the floor. Not matte. And the guidebook with this one, I've never, maybe I should do a walkthrough of this. I will do a walkthrough soonish. Okay. Now what is in here? Oh, Sharon, you can't say because you just bought this one. Sharon bought my other copy of this one, the one that was still in a box. So Sharon, you have to remain silent here. But I have shared this on my channel many times. Okay, so Sharon's going to bow out for this one. You got it? Have you opened it? Have you been using it? Yes, that's the one from the Canadian creator. And if nobody guesses it, then Sharon will tell us what it is. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad you're loving it. Yeah. I find this deck it's just so freeing. It's so freeing and so fun. And I really do. I think of Liz when I open it up. It makes me happy. The creator's name is Elizabeth MacLeod, and it's been out of print for a long time. You know what she did? She did 2 print runs, and I think the second print run, she purchased 10,000 copies. Is that even possible? Ordered it from China and sold them herself. Like they was sold in the Oracle store here. It was sold on her website. Yeah. So that's how she kept the price quite reasonable. Does she still sell her essential oils? I'm not sure. If you go to elizabethmacleod.ca, you can find out. Yeah, I'm sure you can message her. Did you know you can't send? Well, I was going to say you can't send essential oils through the mail, but maybe if you have commercial business, you can. Okay, so Sharon, tell everybody the name of this deck, but I'm not going to give you a point for it. We'll put you back in the running for the next deck. I've already told you her. Yeah, it's called Wild Woman Mystery Cards. Okay. Do you know this has been brilliant? Emptying every deck I own over the past few weeks out of my cupboard. It has been very important because it's made me realize a thing or two. Okay, now this one, I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story. I don't know what, I can't remember how this all came about. I think it started with the Tarot of the Sidhe and reading Emily Carding's story about how she created the Tarot of the Sidhe. This was part of an assignment or inspired by an assignment in a course she took with John Matthews. Yeah, and then at some point on my journey, I purchased this book. It's still available on Amazon. And this is a story. It tells you about John's journey in finding the she glyph in an underground mound. This is an incredible book, an incredible story. It's just a tiny little thing, right? It's a tiny little book by Lorien Press. Well, this adventure of John's inspired a deck that was very hard to find. I probably bought it about 5 years ago. And does anybody have this? And there's no guidebook that comes with it, but I was able to find and purchase the PDF that comes with it. And I imagine that these are some of the shapes and impressions that it's not called Oracle of the She. There's one more word in the name. There's one more word. It's not Circle of the She, no. Liz is really close. But there is a PDF that goes with it, and it's kind of fascinating. But this is a deck that works really well intuitively, or not intuitively, like pathworkingly. Yes, Sharon. Sharon, do you have this deck? So Sharon, I'm giving you a point for this one. You've got 16 now. You're back in the game. Moon. Yeah, it's Moon Oracle of the She. And it's not a lot of cards, but it's really quite extraordinary. Yeah. So if you are a bit of a, well, I use the word nerd affectionately. There's nothing negative meant when Sidhe uses the word nerd. It just means you like to, you just get really drawn in. You get really drawn in by this amazing stuff. These beings, these sentient beings that had these all-powerful messages for us. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Now, this one. This one is, I haven't spent time with this, and I'm really this is still available. I want to come back to this. Yeah, it's no, it's not the 2-cent Oracle. Close. Close. Somebody else has a chance to get it. Sharon's close, but not quite. So you can look at this as a study of vocabulary. No, it's not the 5-cent. No. The tarot was the 5-cent tarot. The oracle was called, what was the oracle called? All right, so there was this branch of psychology that was called phrenology. Phrenology. And dating back to the 1700s and now classified as a defunct pseudoscience. Phrenology was the study of the shape of the skull as indicative of mental faculties and traits of character. Not only did phrenology enjoy great popularity well into the 20th century, but also found a beloved place in the mysterious world of fortune-telling and divination. And now, yes, now we have the 2-penny oracle. And so the premise of this deck is built around the pseudoscience of phrenology. So yeah, this is another sort of let's nerd up deck. These glyphs are very common in all over Britain. Cups and spirals are carved into rocks and ancient monuments. And I'm sure that I will see. And this is part of the yeah, so part of the bucket list is to spend a couple of summers in the UK going to many of these amazing sites that inspired so many of these decks that we have in our libraries. Anti-weird. That's fun. That's fun, fun, fun. Okay, there are a few more. Okay. So this is funny. Sharon, as the winner, we're going to have to find a deck that she doesn't have to send to her. One that I'm not keeping. Okay. So what is this deck? What is this deck? And I would be selling this one, but it's still in print. So Sharon is correct. Sharon is correct. And Liz is also correct. But Sharon is really fast. Really, really fast. Okay. Illuminated Earth. Okay, how many more do we have? We have a few. Okay, this one, do you know, on my wish list? So, Printer Studio. I'm sure you all have this same situation. So, on Printer Studio and Make Playing Cards and Game Crafter, do you all have these carts with stuff in them? Well, one of the things in my cart is the pouch for this particular deck. And Candy, if you are watching this video, Candy Soul to Soil, this is a beautiful deck that goes really well with that circus deck that you were sharing. Candy very kindly did a shout out to me in a recent tarot tag. And nobody knows this one? This one's quite clever. It's got great vocabulary on it as well, too. This creator's done quite a few decks. This is the only one of hers I have. I need to find a new pairing for it. I don't know her work well enough to answer that question. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the answer. This is White Rabbit 1. So there is White Rabbit 2. This is White Rabbit 1. And I can't tell you the creator's name. I would have to look it up. And her website is White Rabbit Tarot. And I don't have a box for it. It came in one of those horrible white tuck boxes. That's why the pouch for this deck is still in my inbox until I find something else that I'm going to buy on printerstudio.com. Yeah. Okay. Shall we finish this off? There are a few more. Wow. Okay. Now, I feel badly selling and not giving away decks that were given to me, but I'm going to sell this at a, just under cost price. Like I said, I am building a new inventory. This is a gorgeous, high quality deck, matte black edges. And it is a deck that, and I did a very extensive video on this deck that takes you through the stages. Oh, lots of these decks are leaving, Donna, lots. And so if you come back afterwards, I would say within 30 minutes, you can look below. I'll edit the description box and you'll see which ones are for sale and which ones are not for sale. Yeah, but lots and lots. So what I was going to say about this deck takes you on a journey through the stages of the forest. So from when there was just rock until the developed part of the forest, when there is like a full evergreen forest. It's really, really cool what the creator did with this deck. And if you like, so like Obsidian would be one of the early stage cards. And the lichens and the mushrooms, of course, to come before the evergreen trees. And I found this so fascinating. Yeah. No, it's not the idiosyncratic. No. It's beautiful. No, it's not called Botanical. Wrong artist. This is not a Jessica Bott deck. No, not Jessica Bott. The creator of this deck is her name on the box. The other thing too is that I wrote a lot in this guidebook as I was doing my research, but it's very beautiful teacher printing. So as I was going through, I wrote all of the connections. Yeah. And the creator of this deck it's a young woman, Lisa Boletska. Okay. All right. So no point here. It's called the Glowwood Oracle. Super high quality production. If you so besides my copy, if you are interested in this deck and you want a new copy, I also have a code for this deck. So if you want to support me, make sure that you purchase it with the discount code that is connected to my name. So then I get a kickback and you get a discount. That code is under the video that I did the walkthrough of that deck. And it was more than a walkthrough. Yeah, pretty good video, if I don't say so myself. Okay, this one, it's also still available. Yes. Hi, Tina. Tina, you've been so quiet. Tina gets a point. Yeah. This one's pretty cool. This has got a really good guidebook that goes with it. It's one of the better past life oracle decks. But it's pretty confusing to use. Did I do a walkthrough of this one? I'm not sure. It comes with a great guidebook. Many of you have other decks, probably by Mandy Peterson. I'm sure you know her work. Yeah. Mandy Peterson. Hello, Nancy. Okay. There are 2 more. And I don't think anybody's going to take the prize away from Sharon, but let's look at them anyway. Okay. Now this one is partially indie and partially mass market. However, for me, it was all indie. So, if that makes sense. I lie, there's 2 more. It is not for Haxa, no. Same artist, but Oracle. Yes, it is the, uh-oh, is that the right name? Urban Crow. Yes, that is correct. Liz, 1 point for Liz, yay. Sorry, I don't have the box here because the original deck and then the extension pack don't fit into a box, so I have them in a bag. And so now and this is another deck that has really good, a good variety of light and shadow words to it. So now it's quite a big deck, really amazing. Okay. Another thing that this exercise has done for me is, oh my goodness, no, can you stand a few more? Well, if you have to go, you have to go. You can always come back. We are at the 58-minute mark. Okay. And this one, I don't need a number. I would strongly, yeah, Donna's right. Yeah. I would strongly recommend if you purchase the Red Seeds Tarot to get one of the oracles as well too. These are quite extraordinary works. Yeah. This is Red Seeds 3. And each of the sets, so Red Seeds 1, Red Seeds 2, Red Seeds 3, they have quotes from different, so these ones are all Marion Woodman quotes, and Red Seeds 1 are all quotes from the same person, but there's also a kind of a theme with each of them. They're very interesting. Not releasing them. However, well, I can't tell you what the however is. Okay. All right. Wow. Okay, I promise we're down. Last three. This is another one that is going to get some more attention. has not had sufficient attention. You know what would be really cool is to use this deck maybe with, yeah, no, this is super, with the Madame Clara deck. I think you could get some really good readings. That's right, Saskia. One of the red seeds has all Rumi quotes. That might be the first one. Yeah. Okay, so Sharon. Okay, so that's another Usi deck that oddly might go really, really well with Tarot de Marseille, and I don't know why in the world I'm saying that. Okay, all right. Okay, so here is a conundrum. Here is a conundrum. I would like to sell this deck, and I would also like to sell the enormous tarot and oracle that I have that matches this, but it's still available. So you can still buy it. And there's something really cool. She has also created about 5 more expansion packs. So if there was a world where this was the only tarot deck I had, I would collect all of the expansion packs and just really have fun with this. Yeah, this is the bot deck. This is one of the bot decks. It's not the Amethyst Oracle. I don't have that one. This is one of her later decks. Yes, Sharon. It is the Phenomenon Oracle. Phenomenon. This one. Or Phenomena. Phenomena. All right. Last one. So did you let your botanical go as well too, Liz? Is that what you are saying? And it's such a shame because it is, you know, there's just certain decks that you need a lot of time. And yeah, okay, this is the last one, honest to God. And I have two others, but I'm keeping them and you've all seen them, so maybe we'll show them. Okay. And I can't remember who. Oh, she's working on a new tarot. Wow. So one of you recommended this deck. I can't remember who it was. You might have even helped bring this into my hands. Yes, Tina, you are correct. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. And I have my Tulku amulet. I am well invested into Tulku jewels. Yes. All right. So yeah, there are 2 others, but so Tina gets that point. I think I gave it to you. Hey, hi, Casey. All right. I feel like Columbo. Just one more. Honest to God, there's just 2 more. You have to see this one. If you haven't seen this one, this is another Canadian artist, and this is a really beautiful deck. Guess who knows what this one is? Sharon. This is the Messenger Cards by Sandra Coons. So when I bought this, she was in Edmonton, but now she is, hi, Christine, Linda. Welcome, Bunny Kisses. Yes, we're just finishing up. Yeah. So yeah, so she's in the Okanagan. She's still in British Columbia. And she's a musician, a very talented, multi-talented artist, both performing, visual artist, performing artist. Yeah, her name is Sandra Coons. Okay, and okay, so this is so funny. The box that, so everybody say hi to Bunny Kisses. This box was made for me by Bunny Kisses. We met on Vancouver Island, and she made 2 boxes for me. She made this one, and she made one for my trimmed, sorry, I'm showing you the deck. It's okay, no points. This is the original version of Oracle of Echoes. Osho Zen. Yeah. And I don't have the newer version of this. I think the titles are different at the bottom, and there was a couple of cards added. If you don't have any of the versions of this deck, this is Anatorian deck. It's wonderful. Yeah. Very well balanced between dark and light. I like the newer version titles better. Okay. Well, Anna certainly has more experience in making decks from the time this one came out to the newer version. Yeah. Okay. Well, this has been really, really fun. So, Sharon, I will send you so everybody, first of all, let's give a round of applause to Sharon. Congratulations. You really blew this out of the water today. And I do have your email, and I will send you a list of decks to choose from as your prize for today. Okay? You all have a beautiful weekend, and know that I will be on the air at 8 a.m. every day until Christmas. And I will have an inspirational message for you and a couple of shares. So if you feel like checking in, there is a little prize that goes with it. And if you comment below the video, you get a ticket to go into the grand prize on December 24th, which is going to be a box of decks. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Namaste. Bon weekend.